The station was deserted, swallowed by the thick, inky blackness of midnight. A single dim lamp cast a sickly yellow glow on the platform where I stood, shivering. It wasn't just the cold. A strange sense of unease was creeping up my spine. My name is Michael, and I was waiting for the last train home. Or so I thought. When it finally arrived, it wasn't the familiar commuter train I was expecting. It was old, impossibly old, with a single flickering headlight cutting through the mist. The doors hissed open with a sound like a final breath, and without a second thought, I stepped aboard. I just wanted to get home. The inside was even stranger. The seats were plush velvet, the kind you see in old black and white movies, and the air was thick with the smell of dust and something else. Something faintly metallic, like old coins. I was the only passenger. I found a seat by the window and watched the station lights disappear as we plunged into the darkness. There were no other stops, no familiar landmarks. Just an endless tunnel of black. I checked my watch. The hands weren't moving. My phone had no signal, its screen just a dead black mirror reflecting my own pale face. A cold knot of dread tightened in my stomach. This wasn't right. I tried to stand, to find a conductor, anyone, but my legs felt like lead. It was as if I was glued to the seat. I looked around the empty carriage, and that's when I noticed the windows. They weren't reflecting the dark tunnel outside anymore. Instead, they were showing scenes, memories. I saw my 5th birthday party, the bright candles on the cake. I saw my first day of school, my mom waving goodbye with tears in her eyes. I saw my graduation, my friends cheering. Then the images turned darker, a heated argument with my father. A painful breakup. Every joy, every regret, every secret shame played out on the glass like a silent film. Panic began to set in, cold and sharp. I pounded on the window, but my hands made no sound. It was like I was a ghost, a spectator to my own life. I shouted, but the sound was swallowed by the silent carriage. Then I saw the final memory. Me, driving too fast on a rain-slicked road. The blinding glare of headlights, the screech of tires, a sickening crunch of metal. I remembered a flash of intense pain, and then nothing, just the quiet dark of this train. That's when I finally understood. I wasn't going home. I never made it. The train wasn't made of steel and rivets. It was made of memories and sorrows. It wasn't traveling to a destination. It was journeying through the afterlife, and I wasn't a passenger, I was cargo. The realization didn't come with a scream, but with a quiet, hollow acceptance. The train rattled on, carrying me and the silent echoes of my life into an unknown eternity. The flickering light at the end of the carriage began to glow brighter, pulling me forward. I wasn't scared anymore, I was just on my way. I guess this is what happens when you catch the midnight train. You don't get a ticket home. You get a one-way ride to wherever you're going next. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe for more Tailies from the Shadows.